Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you could donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. Or else you could look me up on YouTube and X and Instagram. Uh, for my latest videos. This one here is Netanyahu rejects Trump's Gaza Board of Peace plan. No withdrawal unless Hamas is disarmed. Jerusalem, Israel. Israel Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu has rejected the 15-point plan outlined by President Trump's Gaza Board of Peace, intended to create conditions for a false Israeli withdrawal and the disarming of Hamas. Netanyahu announced on Sunday the IDF, Israel Defense Forces, will not carry out any withdrawal until Hamas is disarmed. And when I say disarm Hamas, it means the heavy weapons, the less heavy weapons, and the light weapons, all the weapons. And we are talking about real disarmament, not a fictitious disarmament. The Prime Minister added additionally the IDF will continue to thwart threats against our forces and citizens because once again the existence of Israel and the security of all Israeli citizens is not up for negotiation. The White House has reported not to be worried about Netanyahu's refusal in an interview with Israel's Channel 12 Gaza Board of Peace. Representative Nikolai Maldonov noted nobody is required to do anything, last of all Israel, before we actually have verified steps on the ground. Hamas claims that is never going to happen. 10 days ago, a Hamas representative in Iran, Khalid Kaddoumi, was asked on Iranian television if the group would disarm. In a response translated and posted by the Middle East Monitor and Research Institute, he replied, "Never. Armed resistance is considered legitimate under international law because we are living under occupation." Regarding Iran, Netanyahu indicated that he appreciates President Trump, but insisted that Israel would take care of Iran's nuclear threat on its own if need be. He stated, and I want to emphasize once again, with or without an agreement, as long as I am Prime Minister, Iran will not possess nuclear weapons. Iran's Supreme National Security Council and the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, otherwise known as the IRGC, set preconditions for reopening the Strait of Hormuz, including full compensation for war damages, lifting of all sanctions, releasing frozen assets, and withdrawing US forces from the region. They also demanded that the US never threaten nor insult Iran in any language, permanently end the war against Iran and Iran's allies in Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen and Iraq, lift the naval blockade and withdraw military forces from the surroundings of Iran. In an ABC interview with George Stephanopoulos, former Defense Secretary Mark Esper says Iran's demands show they believe that they have the upper hand. They are emboldened, and it shows what we're up against after 5.5 months of conflict. At the same time, Iran's facing 88% inflation. President Trump observed in an interview with Axios, "We are low-keying it with Iran." Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan signed a defence pact on Friday, essentially agreeing to band together if any one of them is attacked. Shortly thereafter, Pakistan's defence minister told the local news outlet that Israel is a threat to the entire Muslim world. He called for the united military front against the Jewish state. Analyst Jonathan Kernrikis from the Foundation for the Defence of Democracies told CBA News that the alliance calls into question Turkey's loyalty to NATO and whether the US should supply Ankara with advanced military weaponry. I think it's a worrying sign three countries that allegedly are aligned with the US but are breaking out and deciding to form a separate military strategic alliance. For me, it makes me question their loyalty towards the United States of America. Conricus added, and I wonder why Turkey, a significant and lauded NATO member, needs to be in yet another military alliance. Is it because that they all have hatred towards Israel? I think yes. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.